Scholars, welcome to Core Knowledge with Mrs. Jackson. Yesterday with Miss Bach, you went over our introduction to Earth. Today we are going to be on lesson 2, all about garbage. Blech. Okay, so here are some of our vocabulary words before we begin. Decompose. We do that whenever we're doing our math. Decompose means to pull apart. Well, decompose means to rot and fall apart into tiny little pieces. So gross. So it means to fall apart and turn into teeny tiny pieces. Dumpster. A very large trash container. They're usually located near large buildings such as schools, apartments, stores, and restaurants. We have two in the front and on the side of our school here at Grande Innovation. Hazardous, very dangerous, and able to hurt or harm people or even animals. A landfill, a place where a large amount of garbage is dumped and or buried. Hi, good old Earth here again. I thought I'd start by showing you a different view of me. This is what I look like from the moon. So if we were standing on the moon, that's what Earth would look like, boys and girls. Pretty amazing, huh? I look really small from way up there, and it's hard to believe that all of you people, all of you kids, along with your cities, farms, schools, stores, cars, and houses all fit on Earth. But you do. Ugh, garbage. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something very important. Garbage. That's right, stinky, ugly garbage. Some people also call it trash, waste, junk, or rubbish. Whatever you call it, it is the same. Stuff you've used and don't need or want anymore. Trash is probably not something you think about a lot, but you deal with it every single day, and so do I. There is an awful lot of trash on me, and not to make you feel bad or anything, a lot of that trash comes from people. Imagine that you are going to a birthday party and they give you some cake and ice cream. And let's say they serve it to you on little paper plates and they give you a little paper napkin and a plastic spoon to eat with. You gobble up all of the food, and then what do you do with the plate, napkin, and spoon? Do you push them under the sofa and forget about them? No. Do you open up a window and throw them in the backyard? I hope not. Instead, you put the napkin, plate, and spoon in the trash can. A trash can is sometimes called a garbage can or a waste basket. Whatever you call it, it's the place where you throw away all of your trash. What is this man doing? He's taking out the trash. I'm guessing this trash can is in his kitchen. Where else do you have trash cans around your house? I'll give you a second to think about it. I also have trash cans in my bathroom, and I have trash cans in my bedroom where I sometimes work on my crafts. So I have a couple trash cans other than my kitchen trash can. How about you? Some people have one in every room. Lots of people keep one in the bathroom. Is there one in your classroom? Think about it, boys and girls. Where did Mrs. Jackson keep our trash can? Over by the front, over by our door. Yep, we have 2 of them. How about in our school's cafeteria? Or when we have lunch at school, we have our trays dumped in the trash in the big bins that they put in the hallway just for kindergarten. Which one is bigger? Why is this man taking out the trash? Think about it. Because the trash bag is full. But then what does he do with it? Where does it go after it's full and he takes it out? He'll probably take it outside to a bigger trash can. So here we go. Or maybe a dumpster. This is an example of a dumpster. Once people have thrown their trash bags into a dumpster or an outdoor trash can, they might think, out of sight, out of mind. That means they stop thinking about the trash because they can't see it anymore. But don't stop thinking about it. And I hope you don't either. About once a week, garbage collectors come along in a big garbage truck, pick up the trash or the dumpster, and dump its contents into the back of the truck. What do they do then? Do they park the truck on the edge of town and leave it there? Do they launch the truck into outer space? Do they call up a magician and ask him to come out and make the trash disappear? In many places, they take it to the nearest landfill. Okay, so this is a landfill. Some people call the landfill a dump. So you will either call this a dump or a landfill. They mean the same thing. Because that's what you do. You just go and you dump your trash there. Or the garbage man dumps the trash there. However, good old Earth, prefer to call it a landfill to remind people that all they're doing is burying their trash inside me. This might look like a lot of trash, but trust me, when you see in this picture, what you see is just a teeny tiny bit of the trash because they have dumped it so many layers and they've dug deep into the ground and put more trash there. Okay? Once the piles of trash in the landfill are big enough, bulldozers move in and push dirt on top of the trash. Why bury the trash? It goes back to the idea of out of sight, out of mind. If the trash is underground, people don't have to see it, think about it, or smell it. Your town or neighborhood is a much safer, healthier place to live because all of that garbage is buried underground away from where you live and play. Trust me though, just because the garbage is buried does not mean it's gone. At least not for a long, long time. After it is buried, some of the garbage starts to rot and decompose. So that's what I was talking about. So some of that garbage starts to fall apart into teeny tiny pieces and basically turn into dust. That means the trash breaks into smaller and smaller pieces and becomes part of the soil underground, or dirt. Trash that was food usually decomposes really quickly. The paper plate from the birthday party will decompose too, but it'll take a little bit longer than the food. It may even take several years for that paper plate to completely decompose. What about that plastic spoon? Unfortunately, plastic does not rot like food or paper. So that spoon may lie underground or around for hundreds or even thousands of years before it becomes part of the earth again. Every landfill gets filled up and eventually a new landfill is needed so people can dump their trash. This picture shows an old landfill that has been closed. So this one, it's closed. No more dumping there. Most of the garbage is buried and slowly decomposing underground. As you can see, plants can start to grow on the land again. Some animals may even move back into their homes there. But landfills can be dangerous. So much garbage under the ground means there could be hazardous gases and chemicals in the area. The bad garbage underground means that the bad gases and chemicals go into the soil and air and can even go into the water supply underground. This hurts the living things that live on Earth, breathe the air, and drink the water. So all of the plants and the animals, they can get sick from all of the chemicals and gases underground if it gets into the soil and if it gets into the land water. Okay? Most cases, land like this will remain dangerous for many, many years to come. The garbage you drop in the trash can today is out of sight and but it should not be out of mind. So you guys need to keep thinking about that because we are the ones that have to take responsibility and help our planet. So here are our comprehension questions that I want to ask you. I want you to tell your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, your aunt, your big brother or sister, whoever is helping you. You're going to answer these questions to them. Okay? What was the main topic of our read aloud? What did we just read about? What are some other names for garbage? Who creates all of the trash on Earth? Describe what happens to a piece of garbage after you throw it away. So explain to somebody what happens to that piece of garbage. Imagine that you are standing near a landfill. Describe what you might see and smell. Why can a landfill be a dangerous place? Why is it important to think about where our garbage goes? Now, our important question that we are going to do on our worksheet. What can you do to create less garbage? So this is Mrs. Jackson's, and you have your own. I want you to tell me what you can do, either at school or at home, to help create less garbage. All right, I hope you enjoyed our lesson. I love you, boys and girls.